You know that feeling when you're just not quite right? Maybe you're getting the chills even though you're bundled up in blankets. Or perhaps you're sweating like crazy but feel cold as ice. Yeah, that's your body telling you something's up. And chances are, you've got a fever coming on. But have you ever stopped to think about what's actually happening inside your body during those feverish hours? I mean, it's not just random, right? Your body's running this whole operation like a well-oiled machine, fighting off whatever's trying to mess with you. So let's break it down, hour by hour, and see what's really going on when your temperature starts climbing. Hour 0 to 2. The invasion begins all right, so here's the deal. Something unwelcome just crashed your body's party. Could be a virus, could be bacteria, maybe even some funky parasite. Whatever it is, it's trouble. And your immune system? Oh, it's not having any of it. The moment these invaders show up, your white blood cells are like, hold up, who invited you? They spring into action faster than you can say, I feel terrible. These cellular defenders release what we call pyrogens. Fancy word, I know, but stick with me here. Pyrogens are basically chemical messengers that head straight to your brain's thermostat, the hypothalamus. Now, you might not feel much different yet. Maybe a tiny bit off, a little tired, but nothing screaming fever just yet. Your body temperature might tick up just a smidge, like half a degree or so. But trust me, the show's just getting started. What do you think happens next? Your body's about to crank things up a notch. Norgintant, hour 2 to 4, turning up the heat. This is where things get real. Your hypothalamus gets the message loud and clear. We need more heat, and we need it now. So what does it do? It resets your body's thermostat to a higher setting, kind of like when you bump up your home thermostat on a cold winter day. But here's the kicker. Even though your internal temperature is rising, you feel freezing cold. Why? Because your body thinks it's too cool compared to the new setting. So you start shivering like you're stuck in a snowstorm. Your muscles contract over and over, generating heat. It's exhausting, honestly. You might pile on the blankets, curl up in a ball, maybe even put on that chunky sweater your grandma knitted. Your teeth are chattering, your whole body's trembling, and you're thinking, what on earth is going on? Meanwhile, your blood vessels near the skin are constricting, pulling blood away from the surface to keep the heat locked in. That's why your hands and feet feel like ice cubes. Your body's basically hoarding warmth like it's going out of style. Doesn't that just give you the shivers? Chakrafao, hour 4 to 6. Fever peak party. Congratulations, you've officially hit fever territory. Your temperatures climb to somewhere between 100 and 103 degrees Fahrenheit, maybe even higher depending on what you're fighting off. And let me tell you, your body's working overtime right now. At this elevated temperature, something pretty cool happens. Well, not cool temperature-wise, but you know what I mean. The heat actually makes it harder for those pesky invaders to multiply. Viruses and bacteria, they're not fans of the heat. It slows them down, throws a wrench in their plans. Plus, your immune system gets a turbo boost. Those white blood cells? They're on fire, literally speaking. They move faster, fight harder, and gobble up invaders like there's no tomorrow. It's like your body's running on premium fuel now. But you feel like absolute garbage. Your head's pounding, your body aches all over, and you've got zero energy. Every muscle feels sore, like you just ran a marathon without training. That's because your body's redirecting all its resources to the fight. Sorry, but Netflix and chill will have to wait. You're probably alternating between feeling way too hot and way too cold. 1 minute you're kicking off the covers, the next you're grabbing them back. It's a wild ride, no doubt about it. Ever wonder why fevers make you feel so wiped out? Hour 6 to 12. The long haul. All right, you're in it now. This is the trenches of Fever Town, and you're not going anywhere fast. Your temperature's holding steady at that elevated level, and your body's in full-on battle mode. During these hours, you might notice you're sweating buckets. Your body's trying to cool itself down a bit, balancing that fine line between hot enough to fight the bad guys and not so hot we cause problems. It's a delicate dance, really. You're probably not hungry at all. Makes sense, right? Your body's like, we don't have time for digestion right now, we've got a war to win. All that energy that would normally go to breaking down food, yeah, it's being rerouted to your immune system. Your brain might feel foggy, thoughts all jumbled up. That's the fever messing with your head, quite literally. High temperatures can affect how your neurons fire, making it hard to focus or think straight. Don't try doing your taxes right now, just saying. And the thirst. Oh man, the thirst is real. You're losing fluids through all that sweating, so your body's screaming for water. Listen to it. Drink up. Your cells need that hydration to keep fighting the good fight. This is also when you might start having those weird fever dreams. You know the ones. They're super vivid, kind of bizarre, and you remember them way too clearly when you wake up. Your brain's just trying to process everything while running at a higher temperature. Cut it some slack. Think you could handle 12 hours of this? It's no walk in the park, that's for sure. Hour 12 to 24, the turning point. Here's where things can go one of two ways. Either your body's starting to win the battle, or it's settling in for an even longer fight. Let's hope for the first option, yeah? If your immune system's getting the upper hand, you might notice your fever starting to break. Your temperature begins to drop, slowly but surely. You'll probably sweat even more as your body releases all that built-up heat. It's gross, but it's actually a good sign. As your temperature comes down, you start feeling a bit more human again. The headache eases up. The body aches aren't quite so intense. You might even feel hungry for the first time in hours. Your body's like, hey, we're winning, let's refuel. But don't celebrate too soon. Some infections are sneaky. Your fever might drop a bit, then spike back up again. It's your body saying, nope, we're not done yet. This back and forth can happen with certain types of infections, and it's totally normal, even if it's frustrating as all get out. During this phase, your immune system's mopping up the battlefield, taking out any remaining invaders and clearing away the debris. It's cleanup duty, and it takes time. You're probably still pretty tired, even if the worst is over. That's because your body's been running a marathon for the last day, and it needs to recover. Rest up, take it easy, and give yourself permission to just lie around like a lazy cat. Can you believe your body's been working this hard for a whole day? Hour 24 to 48. Recovery mode. All right, you're on the home stretch now. For most common infections, by this point your fever's either gone or on its way out. Your temperature's dropping back toward normal, and you're starting to feel like yourself again. Your energy's still pretty low though. Your body's been through the ringer, and it needs time to rebuild its reserves. Think of it like this. Your immune system just fought a major battle, and now it's time to heal the wounds and restock the armory. You might still feel a bit weak, maybe a little shaky when you stand up. That's normal. Your body diverted so much energy to fighting off the infection that everything else got put on the back burner. Now it's playing catch-up. This is when eating becomes important again. Your body needs nutrients to repair and rebuild. Nothing too heavy, mind you. Maybe some soup, some toast, whatever sounds good and sits well. Your appetite's probably still not 100%, but forcing down a bit of food will help you bounce back faster. Hydration's still key too. Keep drinking water, maybe some juice or sports drinks to replace those electrolytes you sweated out. Your cells are like little sponges, soaking up that fluid and using it to get back to normal. You might notice you're sleeping a lot. That's your body's way of saying, we need downtime to repair. Don't fight it. Sleep is when your body does its best healing work. Those naps aren't laziness, they're medicine. Starting to feel a bit more like yourself. That's the spirit. Jabarha, the science behind the madness. So why does your body even bother with fevers in the first place? Wouldn't it be easier to just fight infections at normal temperature? Well, turns out Mother Nature knew what she was doing. Fevers are actually one of your body's oldest defense mechanisms. We're talking ancient, like way before humans even existed. Almost every warm-blooded animal gets fevers when they're sick. It's that tried and true. When your temperature goes up, it creates an environment that's hostile to most germs. They don't like the heat, simple as that. It slows down their reproduction, makes them weaker, easier for your immune system to take down. It's like fighting an enemy on your home turf with the deck stacked in your favor. Plus, that elevated temperature actually makes your immune cells more effective. They move faster, they're more aggressive, they produce more of the weapons they need to fight off invaders. It's like giving your army a shot of espresso and better equipment all at once. Pretty smart, right? When fevers go too far now, don't get me wrong, fevers are usually helpful, but like anything, too much of a good thing can be bad. If your temperature climbs too high, above 103 or 104 degrees Fahrenheit, that's when things can get dicey. At extremely high temperatures, your proteins can start to denature. Basically, they unfold and stop working properly. Your enzymes, which run thousands of chemical reactions in your body, start malfunctioning. That's not good at all. This is also when you might start feeling really confused, maybe even delirious. Your brain's not happy running at those temperatures, and it lets you know. If your fever gets this high, it's time to get some help. Don't mess around with it. Kids tend to get higher fevers than adults, and they handle them better too. But even for kids, there are limits. And some folks, like people with certain health conditions, need to be extra careful about fevers. The point is, fevers are a tool in your body's toolbox, but they need to be kept in check. Your body usually does a good job of that on its own, but sometimes it needs a little help from fever-reducing medicines or medical intervention. Would you know when to call for backup? What you can do to help. So you're stuck with a fever. What can you do to make the process smoother? Well, quite a bit actually. First off, rest. I can't stress this enough. Your body needs all its energy focused on fighting whatever's making you sick. Trying to power through and go about your normal day. That's just slowing down the healing process. Be kind to yourself and take it easy. Drink fluids like your life depends on it. Because honestly, in a way, it kind of does. Dehydration makes everything worse. Water, herbal tea, broth, whatever you can get down. Just keep sipping. Don't bundle up too much if you're feeling hot. Yeah, I know you felt freezing a few hours ago, but if you're sweating now, let your body cool down naturally. Light clothing, maybe a light sheet, that's all you need. On the flip side, if you're shivering and cold, go ahead and warm up a bit. But once that passes, lighten up on the layers. You can take fever reducers if you're really uncomfortable. Stuff like acetaminophen or ibuprofen can bring your temperature down and make you feel better. But here's the thing, the fever's actually helping you fight the infection, so sometimes it's better to let it run its course if it's not too high. Check with a doctor if you're not sure. Cool compresses on your forehead, back of your neck, or wrists can feel amazing when you're burning up. It won't really lower your core temperature much, but man does it feel good. Makes sense, right? Maria, the bigger picture. When you step back and look at the whole fever process, it's actually pretty amazing what your body can do. Without you having to think about it, without you even being fully aware of it, your body orchestrates this incredibly complex response to protect you. Millions of cells working together, chemical signals flying back and forth, temperature adjustments, resource reallocation. It's like a massive corporation running a crisis response, except it's all happening inside you, automatically. And most of the time it works. You get sick, you get a fever, your body fights it off, and you're back to normal in a few days. We take it for granted, but it's actually remarkable. Sure, fevers feel terrible in the moment. Nobody's out here saying, "Oh boy, I can't wait to get a fever." But when you understand what's happening, when you know your body's doing exactly what it should be doing, it makes the whole experience a little less scary. It's a reminder that you're tougher than you think. Your body's got built-in defenses that have been honed over millions of years of evolution. That fever, it's your body saying, "I got this." Pretty empowering when you think about it, isn't it? So next time you're laid up with a fever, shivering under the blankets or sweating through your sheets, remember what's really going on. You're not just sick, you're watching your body do what it does best: protect you, fight for you, and heal you. Hour by hour, your temperature rises and falls, your immune system battles invaders, and your cells work overtime to get you back on your feet. It's exhausting, it's uncomfortable, and yeah, it downright sucks sometimes. But it's also proof that your body knows what it's doing. Take care of yourself, listen to what your body needs, and give it the time and resources to do its job. Before you know it, you'll be back to your normal self, maybe with a new appreciation for just how incredible your body really is. And hey, the next time someone asks you what happens during a fever, you'll have quite the story to tell. Hour by hour, blow by blow, you know the whole saga now. Stay healthy out there, folks. And if you do catch something, well, now you know your body's got your back.